What's this podcast called?
Sepsis from Planet Weird.
Podcast from Planet Weird.
Oh.
Luck of the Irish. More like freak me in the eyeballs.
I love this movie.
No!
I told you not to bring up prom in this episode.
Oh, you want to talk about prom, mama? Drama-ka-flama, baby. I was nominated for winner from
God damn it!
Ivy Gresham is about to be outdanced. Hello, everybody. Yes, that's right. Ivy has returned for episode 318 of Podcast from Planet Weird with your favorite people that are named Juan, Oliveros, and Sarah McCoy. Hello.
Hi.
What are your paintbrushes?
It is I again.
Oh.
Is this an ASMR video?
Okay, listen.
Juan's gonna get the glue sticks out like the bitches do. Start
What glue sticks?
on the microphone.
What glue sticks?
That's like a thing. Some ASMR shit on like TikTok. They'll put like a plastic wrap over top of a microphone and then just like put a glue stick on it, and it makes some weird fucking noise.
I didn't know this. I'm not on TikTok, so I wouldn't know. No, my phone is resting on I had this little cup that we got when we were in college from like Apple, and that's where I keep all my paintbrushes. And I don't know. I'm in a brain spot. Keep going.
Why did we get those?
Yeah,
I know the one
Juan's
you're talking about.
because Juan's laptop RIP'd.
A moment of silence for her.
Enough. No, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, back in college, me and Sarah and like a lot of people in our dorm got like these like weird like Apple mugs. And I just use mine for paintbrushing. But yes, RIP my laptop. I'm gonna make 3 electronic purchases very soon, and they're gonna destroy my bank account. So let's hope and pray that I can sell drugs soon.
Why 3?
Hey,
Wait, what? Ivy, ask your question first, and then I'll answer Sarah's.
well, I was just gonna say, like Sarah said, get those Labor Day deals.
But does Apple do Labor Day deals?
To Labor Day is Labor Day.
Maybe not like directly from Apple, but probably like Best Buy or something. Best Buy's always got
Aren't you a PC boy?
sales going on.
Not anymore. I've decided to go name brand. Sorry to PCs everywhere. I'll check out those Best Buy deals though. Those might be lit. Oh, maybe I should wait to get so to answer Sarah's question and Ivy's question simultaneously. I'm gonna be buying a PlayStation Portal, which is basically like I'm going back to night shifts again pretty soon, at least like one day a week. And so it's a way. If you don't know what a Portal is, it's basically like it looks like a Switch, but for PlayStation, and basically you can play all your PlayStation games on the go. Like you can
a
take
PSP.
Oh, so I was gonna say, so a PSP.
Basically a PSP that can play PS5 games. Yeah. So
Why
I'm
don't
gonna
you just
play.
get a PSP?
I got these
Ivy?
headphones on a Best Buy deal. So
Hell yeah! Are those the AirPod Pros or whatever?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, they do the big fat ones now.
Oh. Well, one, I'm at, I mean, not currently, but I'm at, the reason I'm here in the stupid state of Texas, is because I'm at the Apple campus. So if you want me to take some stuff.
Can you take a MacBook Pro with a 3M chip?
If you want me to swipe a MacBook.
I'll see what I can do. Probably can't do that. I could probably get you like a bag of chips from their lounge.
God
Because
damn
I took an extra one today. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, this is for that. Oh, okay. I remember you talking about this. Now I'm regaining my memories. I've had amnesia. Okay, yeah. Try to swipe as much as you can. If you can find some AirPods, take those.
Yeah, I'm at Apple. I'm at Apple and I'm innovating.
Ivy, do you want anything?
Everyone hit me up.
I mean,
Actually, wait.
I'll take a new laptop. Mine's getting a little old.
I'll see what
And
I
by
can
the
do.
I was planning on using my tax return next year on getting a new one.
Speaking of tax returns, I don't think I got mine.
Oh, well,
I think the government
it's
still has
August.
my $700.
Juan, when wasn't your laptop from like 2015 or 2016?
It was from the summer of 2016 when I had to take a summer class.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Everyone was making fun of Sarah when they weren't buying a new laptop. They were using that old ass one from 2013. And yet look at you now. Look at you now.
Yeah, but people were making fun of you in college.
No,
When were they making fun of you?
like after we graduated. Because it was like 4 years old.
Okay, but mine is like 8.
I know. You want to use mine still works. She just takes hours and hours.
So it doesn't work. Laptop should be quick and fast.
Yes. Well, anyways, we are all here today to close out Amanda Bynes' August, the best time of the year. Am I right, everybody?
It's the most.
I've been really just absorbing as much Amanda Bynes content as I can. I started rewatching What I Like About You. Did anyone else watch that show?
No.
None on
I've
the chat?
watched episodes, but
Okay.
as a whole, no.
Oh, well, I started rewatching it, and actually, they just mentioned Hairspray in the show, which came out before Hairspray the movie, because they were talking about the Broadway musical. But I was like, wow, this predicted Amanda getting the role of Penny Pingleton in Hairspray the film.
And I've been watching her
You
old
feel right?
paparazzi videos.
Good for you, good for you. I've been watching her Instagram stories. I think she just got like a new apartment.
Yes.
So shout out. We love that. We love that.
She's still working on getting her nail tech license. Rooting for her.
Amazing.
We're still waiting on that.
Oh my god. You go do it. See how hard it is. Yeah, so we could have gone, because we went like kind of in order of her big movies here. We could have gone possibly with Easy A instead of this one, but I feel like I don't know if she's necessarily a bigger part, but like I really wanted us to highlight the fact that she was singing and dancing out of nowhere. She was just like, oh, I can sing and dance too. I can be in a musical too, everyone. So I wanted to talk about that.
Like, she has iconic lines in Easy A for sure, but I think Easy A is more of a Emma Storm movie.
Know You Insensitive rhymes with which?
Quite literally that.
Iconic line. Got that sharp. I guess that's so Emma's sharp line, but
ooh, sharp and dried up.
All right, well, are we ready to get into Hairspray?
I will say, when I got chlamydia the first time, all I could think about was her going, chlamydia!
And with that, let's get into Hairspray. All right, Hairspray is a 2007 musical romantic comedy film based on the 2002 Broadway musical of the same name, which in turn was based on the John Waters 1988 comedy film of the same name. Did you all get that?
I once watched the original Hairspray, and that shit took me on a fucking ride, because I had seen the remake first, and so when I watched the original, I was like, there's so much racism in this one. Like, way more.
This was probably a lot of people's introduction to like John Waters movies. This was
This
probably
one-
my first John Waters too.
Mm-hmm. Was this your first time jumping into the cooling lakes of John Waters?
Yes. Yes, I would
That was
say
for
so.
Ivy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be
That was for
so
Ivy.
honest. I don't really know any
Who
of the
that
John
is.
Waters like movies. Oh yeah, I'm not. I
That's
don't know.
okay, that's okay.
Just say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
In the sense that like
Walking
you've
on the
never.
street.
Who the fuck is this weird ass man with his tiny mustache? Get away! Wait, Ivy. So you like have never heard of a John Waters movie?
No, I guess not.
Oh, I guess you're not.
I don't.
You're
I
not
don't
I
a
know.
guess you're
man,
not
so-
cool enough. I guess you're not alternative enough. Ugh.
You're not an alt AZ kind of girl.
Take my letterbox account away. Sorry.
I think Ivy's about to have a John Waters marathon. I think growing up, I like middle school, high school, heard of Pink Flamingos just because like it's just because of the eating dog shit part. And then I have seen the only ones I've seen are Hairspray, which I saw on Logo. Shout out. Logo
Rest in
always
peace.
airing the gay movies. They're still around, aren't they?
I don't know.
Well, then why are you?
RuPaul's Drag Race isn't on there anymore, so I figured that shit killed it.
Yes,
I've seen
I
the-
can confirm. I have not seen any of these. So sorry.
Oh, okay. I've seen Cry Baby.
But I did get to see Chapel Roan perform in the
Or-
Pink Flamingo get up
Okay.
at the Pride
Okay.
Festival.
That's something.
I did see Chapel Rowan perform for John Waters, so
I've
Yes.
seen this one, Cry Baby, and I just recently saw, is it Female Trouble or Multiple Maniacs? Whichever is the one with the lobster, it's that one.
okay. Well,
That's
I have seen
Multiple
none of those. I haven't seen any of the Divine movies.
hmm
And the only reason I know of John Waters is because I knew who Divine was, and I only know who Divine was because of my first ex-boyfriend,
Oh.
because he
I
was
watched-
obsessed.
I watched that gay RV Australian movie for the first time this year.
What the hell
You
was
can't
that?
remember the name
What
of
the
it.
fuck was that called? What the fuck was that
The
called? It had,
Adventures
like,
of
some
Priscilla,
long-ass
Queen
name.
of the Desert.
That one. Yeah.
I was like, what gay RV movie?
Didn't
That movie?
That was.
I feel
I was
like
like, the one with Robin Williams?
I feel like I showed that one to you guys one. Yeah, that one. And they're making a new one.
Priscilla, Queen of the RV.
They're making like a sequel or prequel or something. Of
That'll be
Priscilla.
fun.
Anyways, well, speaking of Divine, Hairspray was Divine's last film. Rest in peace. That's how you
Mhm.
properly use rest in peace, when you know something is actually gone.
Well, I mean, my computer's basically gone.
I'm talking about logo,
Oh,
not your computer. Okay, so yes, Hairspray is a John Waters movie with that man with the little mustache said, "I'm gonna make this movie with all these people," and then it becomes a musical and goes to Broadway. And
it doesn't just stay in high
With
school.
Red and Blue.
It does so well. Oh, we'll talk about the cast of Hairspray in a second because I'm going to mention something that Juan probably doesn't know. And then after that, because it became so successful on Broadway and touring, then they were like, we got to make some money off of this in the theaters. We got to make a movie. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. But the movie was, let's see, adapted from technically it's adapted from everything before it, right? But they got Leslie Dixon to be the screenwriter for the film. Who was that? I don't know. She did. Okay, she's written on movies like Mrs. Doubtfire, Freaky Friday.
Oh,
Okay, that's something. But I'll get into
2 movies.
I'll get into the nitty gritty because basically she didn't write. She did a little rewrite to do some touch ups to be like, this musical needs to be more of a movie, and so we'll talk about that. But it was directed by Adam Shankman, who also choreographed the film. We love Adam Shankman in this house. Of course, he directed the hit film The Pacifier.
I thought you were about to say The Passion of the Christ.
That's what we all think of when we think of him.
I was expecting you to go Enchanted just now, is where I thought that was.
Yeah, well, he did do.
Oh, is he like a big musical guy?
The Pacifier, Chief Brother Dozen 2, Bringing Down the House. Yeah, so he's been choreographing for years. He actually choreographed the Buffy musical episode. That was one of his earlier things. And I think the first directorial film he did was The Wedding Planner. And then he went on to do like A Walk to Remember, that sad movie where she's like,
and then he also did, what's that one? Step Up to the Streets.
No, that's John M. Chu.
Oh.
But similar where it's like, because isn't he a choreographer as well?
I would hope that if you're directing...
He choreographed
but Adam Shankman
do.
Okay,
and Scooby-Doo too.
Hell yeah.
Adam Shankman did produce Hocus Pocus 2. So that's a movie that exists.
I did too.
That was a movie. We'll get to the cast in a minute, but the movie
he did not executive produce after. Oh no, Adam, you lost me there.
You know, he's had a couple bumps in the road recently.
Now, what is after?
We cannot even.
It's a movie that is a Harry Styles fan fiction. As I will start a Harry Styles Wattpad fan fiction.
The script is
that
like
became
based
a
off
movie.
Yeah, and they've made several.
Oh,
there's
it has a series
7 of them.
Yes. There's 7 movies.
There's I don't know. There's like at least 5.
When and who has the time?
So Hairspray is set in 1962 in Baltimore, Maryland. The film follows the pleasantly plump teenager Tracy Turnblad as she pursues stardom as a dancer on a local television dance show and rallies against racial segregation. That's right, she ended racism in this film. Give it up for Tracy.
She ended racism with highlights. Good for her.
Yes. This movie was released.
She ended racism, and yet Nikki Blonsky learned nothing.
And yet she. What happened? Was that like on a plane or something? At an airport?
Where she fought Naomi Campbell?
I think it was in an airport, but I don't think it was on the plane. But she and her family were like verbally assaulting a group of Black people.
Yeah. So suddenly
I was like, how do you make one of the most like white savior, like anti-racism movies and then go into this?
Yeah, suddenly the "Hi, I'm Nikki Blonsky from the movie Hairspray" meme. Suddenly that's not so fun anymore.
No.
Yeah.
When was this?
I just started hearing about it like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I will
years ago?
I mean, like when she was like a full adult. By the way, I am on the hotel Wi-Fi, so let me know if it gets bad. I can use my hotspot.
No wonder this shit's been.
I can hear you fine. Juan, maybe it's you.
Well, Juan, you're on your phone. Let's see.
Sure am.
Oh, it was. I'm sorry. A Turks and Caicos airport brawl. Between Nikki Blonsky's family and America's Next Top Model contestant Bianca Golden and her family.
What?
Not America's Next Top Model contestant.
What?
Yeah, it says there was an argument that escalated into a fight. Carl Blonsky punched my mom. He knocked her out. He hit my mom with such force she stumbled back. When she stumbled back, the whole Blonsky family, got up and attacked my mom. Nikki takes her foot and kicks my mom in her vagina, and that's when my mom fell out completely. Yeah, so we were fighting at the Turks and Caicos airport.
Oh,
and for what?
God.
Whatever career it's not like she's been doing anything.
Yeah, I was
really.
going to say she was on one canceled ABC Family show. Let's talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who hasn't been on a canceled ABC Family show?
Oh,
Yeah.
actually. But you know what? At least Harvey Guillen from that show is doing things now. Happy for him.
Who is? I didn't hear what you said. Oh, Harvey Guillen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was on that show.
Yeah,
I was like,
he was on Huge.
we can't really use that as an insult because Sophia Carson has also been on a canceled ABC Family show.
No, that show was like revolutionary for me when
but
I
that was like a reboot.
or however fucking old whenever it came out, and I was like, wow, it's a show about fat people. And then I watched it and I was like, just because it's about fat people doesn't mean it's good. Because it wasn't.
I only know about that show. I mean, like I remember seeing the promos for it, but I never watched it. But I've wanted to go back and watch
Sarah's
at least
fatphobic, guys.
some of it because
Yep.
I wanted to go back. You got it. I wanted to go back and watch some of it because I guess there was like an asexual character on there, but it's like.
But you can't be fat and asexual.
Can't be two things at once.
You can't be two things at.
As I said, I was like 9 or 10 when it was airing, so I don't remember shit aside from Nikki Blonsky, Harvey Guillen, and I think like David Hasselhoff's daughter or something.
Oh, I was like David Hasselhoff. Whoa.
David Hasselhoff?
Okay.
No, but I do remember supporting it because Nikki Blonsky was in it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Tracy from Hairspray!" And then it was really shit.
Yeah, we all thought like she was gonna be a star.
Yeah.
So did she?
No,
but when you're beating up people in Turks and Caicos,
but when you're coochie stomping someone's mom at the Caicos airport.
Okay, this movie came out July 20th, 2007. The budget was $75 million. What do you think the box office was, Juan and Ivy, if you would like to participate?
200 million.
Oh, I think this shit had the cast of this movie was crazy. I want to say at least. How much did you say, Juan?
I said 200 flat.
I say 275.
I say it just because of the raw star power that it's on here, because they got John Travolta, Scientologist King.
Cast is crazy.
They have that one guy.
Queen Latifah. It was Zac Efron's peak. Like
Christopher Walken,
Amanda Bynes,
Michelle
Christopher
Pfeiffer.
Walken, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. The only unknown bitch in that cast was
yeah.
literally Nikki Blonsky was like the only one that they were like, who the fuck is that?
Brittany Snow wasn't like big. She had done like John Tucker Must Die and stuff at
He
this
did
point,
the
but she
pacifier.
wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't like
was a star
huge
to
like
me.
now.
Well, the answer is 203.5 million.
203. I was literally so close.
Yes, and I did kind of jot down the timeline for the production of this film because, as you could imagine, they've been working on it a long time. By the way, I'm officially using my Buffy Vampire journal. Isn't that fun?
Use that Mua technique. That Mua.
I know, I'm putting my hand behind it. Okay, so They've been working on this for a while, meaning New Line Cinema, because after the musical was hot in 2002, they started developing the movie musical in 2004, and this was at a time when, like, 80s, 90s, movie musicals were flopping. They were flopping. Can you name a movie musical that was the talk of the town back then? No, you cannot. No,
Well,
you
now
cannot.
I think we're starting to see a resurgence of movie musicals now, though.
Is that what I said?
No.
Is that what I said? No, because, like, 70... Wait, wasn't, like, Jesus Christ Superstar, like, maybe 70s?
I never saw it.
I haven't either, but I think it was... Well, like, Sound of Music, and then, like, West Side Story. But in, like, 80s, 90s, it was like, what are we doing? Where are they, right? And then...
You had the VHS copy of Cats.
We had McCavities, not there. Yes, that's true. For people that hate fun and like bad things. But in the 2000s, we were entering that drought. We were like, where is the big movie musical? It's not making money in the box office. But what movie came out in, what was it, like 2002, 3, 4? I think it was maybe 2 or 3.
WALL-E.
Yes, it was Chicago. Chicago reignited. Chicago, directed by WALL-E, reignited the movie musical, the modern movie musical. And then Hairspray kind of one-upped it and was like,
wow,
okay, like, movie musicals are here to stay. And then after that, what came out in 2008 and said...
Mamma Mia.
And said, "Ooh, Mama, we're going hot." Yes, it was Mamma Mia.
Wait, hold up, everyone shut up. Where the hell is Sister Act in this?
That wasn't a movie musical.
Oh.
That became a Broadway musical after the movie.
Okay. Well,
they
sang in it. They sang in it.
Okay.
When Jesus was.
And then technically, I mean, High School Musical was also in that era.
Yeah, but Disney was out here making musicals literally every movie, so can we really say that they like jumped in?
No, but like
I feel like Disney had like movies with music in them, but I feel like High School Musical was really where they realized, especially DCOM wise, that like the musical was hitting. Like they were like, oh,
they could sell
songs. Because I've talked like with my friends about this. Realistically, like the first High School Musical soundtrack and the first Cheetah Girls soundtrack, like they don't sing as much as we like think they do.
Remember
like, the first Cheetah Girls soundtrack, they have like 3-4 songs, kinda. But it's like when we think of it, we're like, oh yeah, Cheetah Girls singing. But then once you move to that fucking hit smash second Cheetah Girls soundtrack, it's just like banger after banger, so many songs.
It's like every other scene is a song.
Oh, these bitches want the songs.
You're right, because I guess in the first Cheetah Girls, it was what? Cinderella?
Well, we've talked about this. The first Cheetah Girls is diegetic sound. Yes, I just had to make sure I knew.
You said Dianetics.
I said that as a joke because Scientology. Because John Travolta.
I thought you were making a mistake.
I just always forget diegetic versus non-diegetic, which is the one I'm thinking of.
Diegetic
is when the characters in the movie can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one is literally Together We Can, Cinderella, Girl Power, and Cheetah Sisters.
Yeah, they're all performances.
Like 4 songs.
Kenny Ortega came in and said, "I don't fucking think so. I don't fucking think so." And he made it a musical in the second one.
Damn, he's crazy.
High School Musical 1 is mostly diegetic, you could say, except for Gabriella singing through the fucking halls.
But that's like her like weird like
you were my fairy tale. That one.
That's her like weird like that's her like I'm always gonna refer to it as the Zombies anthem, where it's like, yes, we just saw the whole movie, we are gonna replay it for you.
Mm-hmm. I just watched Zombies 2 with my work kids, and they do it in
The best
in
one out
again
of
and
I
again.
remember.
So I was just laughing again.
The
I'm like,
best
there
one
it
out
is.
of all three of them.
There it is.
Don't be rude. I love the second Zombies.
I just
she's
said
being
it was the
serious.
best out of all three. I'm being
Oh, I thought you were
serious.
being sarcastic.
No,
being serious.
it's the best one.
But yes, okay, so the film broke. I mean, I'm still getting into the like casting and stuff, but the film broke the record for highest grossing opening weekend for a movie musical, and then Mamma Mia surpassed that, and then High
Well,
School
duh.
Musical 3 surpassed that.
Oh,
And then it was all downhill from there.
and then In the Heights surpassed that.
And then Into the Woods dropped.
And then In the Heights made no money because
Lights Up in Washington Heights. Yeah, it
didn't
was
In the
a
Heights
COVID
come out
movie.
in the pandemic? Yeah.
Yeah.
It like came out like literally like I'm probably a lie, but like within like weeks of lockdown happening.
Yeah. It was like summer 2020. I feel like early
Mhm.
summer.
Because I remember I was like, "Ooh, In the Heights, it's gonna be such a good movie," and then pandemic happened. I was like, "Well, I don't know what that is."
And then Mean Girls, the movie musical came out, and I saw
And
it
now
twice.
we're gonna get
It
Wicked.
of course broke box office records, and now we're getting Wicked Part 1 and Part 2.
So that's people are gonna die.
Listen, I'm still.
Listen, we're all still pissed that Dove Cameron didn't get that role.
I'm just annoyed that
Anyone
they're
else?
splitting it into two parts because, as someone that has seen Wicked multiple times, I just don't feel like the second act
No.
is worth an entire movie.
That's okay. Wait. Everyone, stop. Pause.
I've also seen Wicked, but I forgot everything that happens in it. But yeah, isn't like the first half isn't it like front loaded, and the rest?
Yeah, there's like the second act is like nothing really.
Where is the hot honey rag?
Everyone shut up because the second act has that song with Fierro. It has
As
No
Long
Good
As You're
Deed
Mine.
and As Long As You're Mine.
Wait, isn't As Long As You're Mine in the first act?
No, because Fierro comes and finds her.
After they said the little... I swear it's in the first act. They set the like lion free, the cowardly lion.
Is it in the first act?
Am I stupid?
I thought it was.
No, wait.
I thought it was in the second act because Fierro tries to go. Fierro goes and finds Alphaba, and then that's when Glenda's like, "Oh, okay, you do love her," and then he gets got because he tries to protect her from the guards, and then the guards kill him, and then that's when she does No Good Deed.
I'll just go watch The Wiz at that point.
Okay, it is. At
least it'll terrify me and keep me.
I told you, bitch.
Okay, but what I was saying is I didn't say the second act was bad. I said I don't think it's enough for an entire movie. Like, I don't think it was necessary for them to split it into two movies.
So, from what I understand, is everyone agrees that the second act after intermission is a fucking
It's not as good.
No, it's not. It's not great. But what I think they're going to do is they're going to put more elements from the book inside of that second act to actually make it more interesting.
Okay. That would make
sense. So it's not going to follow the musical because then people would be like, why the fuck actually? But I think they're going to put more elements from the book inside of that second act to beef it up.
And who wrote the book?
And we'll get back to this on the Wicked episode.
Winnie Holzman. And who's Winnie Holzman's husband? Paul Dooley, who is in this movie. Hairspray. Back to Hairspray. So the Chicago producers are hired to...
I personally would like to talk about Voltaire.
Hair. The Chicago producers are hired to... to start working on it because they're like, you guys did such a good job with Chicago. Let's make this like Chicago. They got the stage musical authors to write the first draft of the script and then got Freaky Friday Mama, Lil Nepetiz. They got her to come rewrite it.
Lil Nepetiz.
I didn't know Little Mama wrote that song.
Lil Mama and Avril Lavigne. Because they were like... Because people don't seem to understand that musicals and movie musicals are different. They have to be different. you have to cut some stuff. You have to make stuff more dramatic. Sometimes you have to make so you can't be as campy and stuff. People
You
don't
have to change
understand.
the music.
As Tina Fey said, little Broadway cunts who are getting mad at her for cutting songs in the fucking Mean Girls movie. Like, you just can't do it. Why didn't Wicked just do that? Why didn't they just cut a couple songs? Do what Hairspray did. Cut a couple songs.
They probably are gonna cut a couple. But honestly, though, I'm gonna be for real. All the Wicked tracks kind of slap, so I don't know what they'd be.
I was gonna say, will they cut a couple? Probably. Do I want them to cut a couple? No, because it's my favorite musical.
I think
everyone's... if you're making 2 movies, no, I don't think they're cutting anything.
Yeah, okay. If you're making 2, don't cut shit.
They're probably adding new songs.
No,
they're gonna cut. Imagine they end up cutting the shiz when they get to shiz for the first time.
Yeah,
I think that's the only one that they could cut, honestly, because it's so short and boring.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember what that is. But anyway, they hire Adam Shankman to direct. This was his first movie musical that he was directing. They auditioned over 1,100 people for the role of Tracy Turnblad, and who got it? Some little Cold Stone Creamery
little bitch
worker
that worked in an ice cream shop.
I remember they played the footage on the Today Show because they have footage of when she found out she got the role, and she's like at Cold Stone freaking out.
She's literally scooping ice cream, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just really excited." So awkward.
I'm like, okay. So yes, Nikki Blonsky gets it. Also, they cast unknown people. Elijah Kelly, who plays Seaweed in this movie, he's gone on to
killed it.
Crushed it. He did The Wiz Live. He was in The Wiz Live on NBC
with our girl from Glee.
Was Amber Riley in The Wiz Live?
Yeah, Amber Riley, I think, is she's that blue bitch. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen The Wiz Live, but I have Ease on Down the Road in my iTunes because I love that version. It's Elijah Kelly, Neo.
Elijah Kelly's so fucking good. It's crazy.
He's so good. Taylor Parks is also cast as Little Inez. And to tie into the wickedness of it all, the wickedly talented, because he's in this too. Taylor Parks is like a hugely successful music producer and like produces, like works closely with like Ariana Grande and stuff. Like she's a major and has like her solo career.
Taylor Parks songs are she's so good.
She's so good, Little Inez. And then they got some nobodies named John Travolta, Christopher Walken, Michelle Pfeiffer, Queen
Latifah.
Queen Latifah, yes. Zac Efron, so he had already done High School Musical, and I think they saw him, I believe Adam Shankman was like, we need that guy to play Link Larkin. You know who played Link Larkin? Yeah, they wanted him
as like... Oh, wait.
You know who played Link Larkin in the Broadway show? Who originated the role?
Fierro?
No, it was none other than Mr. Shoe himself. It was Matthew Morrison.
Ew! Yeah. Why does Matthew Morrison have to ruin literally everything?
Disgusting.
Everything he touches turns to mud.
Turns to mold. J.K. Rowling's black mold.
Literally, black mold appears wherever he steps. He's a curse. He's literally salt on the earth.
Juan, do you know about J.K. Rowling?
The reason that Hairspray is not on Broadway anymore.
Literally that.
Do you know about J.K. Rowling and the black mold?
Oh, I've heard about that.
Okay. Because you're not on Twitter. I didn't know if you know.
No, someone explained to me the lore because I was like, what is y'all even talking about?
What is this black mold everybody's talking about? But yes, and then Amanda Bynes, the Woman of the Month, that's who we're talking about. James Marsden we have in here. This was like his first singing thing. He was another one who said, "Oh, I can sing." Allison Janney is in the movie for 2 seconds. So yeah.
Brittany Snow.
Who's Allison Janney?
Allison Janney, Devil Child.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Brittany Oh, it was also her first singing role.
Everyone
And
was
Brittany
just like,
Snow is.
I guess I could try.
Brittany
And then they're so good.
Pitch Perfect. John Tucker Must Die.
Brittany
Oh,
Snow,
okay.
literally
Pitch
blonde
Perfect.
hair, Amber. Queer
Thank you.
Baiter of the Year. Pitch
Slay.
Perfect.
Yeah, this was they literally. So I have the lovely, like, the like clear ass DVD here, which
Mhm.
when I was a kid thought was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And it has an entire second DVD of bonus features, and when I tell you the bonus features are like overall, it's like 2 hours of
Oh, I've
just
seen them. It's on YouTube.
interviews and shit. Oh, I love it. I love it so bad. I've watched them multiple times in my life, but they were talking about like everybody's skill level and when they were casting, and they were talking about when they cast Brittany Snow, and she was like, "Oh, I haven't really done anything singing before, blah blah blah," and then came in and killed it, and then ended up doing fucking Pitch Perfect.
I was gonna say, cut to literally one of the strongest vocalists on Pitch Perfect, with the entire cast being
Literally.
actually very strong.
Cut to, I've got a new life. You can hardly recognize me. I'm so.
Exactly, it's crazy. And then Elijah Kelly, there were clips of Elijah Kelly in the studio where he would like do a take and fucking kill it, and they'd be like, "Okay, we got it," and he was like, "All right, I'm just gonna do one more," and then he would like somehow do it better. And
Of course.
They're like,
insane.
no, we got it. Don't worry. No, I want one more.
If you don't let me get one more, I will kill myself.
Well, yes.
Okay, by the way, for okay, so like John Travolta, they kept the tradition of having a man perform in drag as Edna.
Mrs. Turnblad. Yes.
Yes, because we had Divine in the film, and then we had Harvey Fierstein in the Broadway musical. But originally they thought about getting Robin Williams, Steve Martin, or Tom Hanks.
I would shit myself. Well, I think Robin Williams would have been too easy because it would he just did Mrs. Doubtfire, right? So it would have been like okay. But I think if
Tom
it were
Hanks
who
would
was
have been fun.
Tom Hanks would have been
Well, Tom
wild.
Hanks was in Bosom Buddies. They were just naming people that had already done drag in roles.
Who was the other option?
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Oh, when did he do drags?
Probably on SNL once. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyways, and then for Christopher Walken's role, because he has always been, to me, one, he's the man who knows what happened to Natalie Wood. He knows how she died. And two, he's always been like, why are you in this movie? Why are you here? To me, like he does fit, but it's also like, how did we get here? So it's John Travolta's fault. He asked that Christopher Walken be considered for the role.
As his husband.
He beat out Billy Crystal and Jim Broadbent.
I think I would have hated Billy Crystal. I think I would have hated Billy Crystal.
I don't think I could see Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal, like, he's more of a singer though.
But Christopher Walken has like dad energy, but Billy Crystal doesn't.
Yeah.
In your head,
I agree.
Think of Mike Wazowski singing. Think of Mike Wazowski singing "You're Timeless to Me."
You and me and you. No, Christopher Walken gives me like
You're timeless to me.
Yes, because he gives such like. There's something about Christopher Walken that's just like he's such a dopey dad that like that character needed someone to feel dopey, because if it was anyone else that was a powerhouse, it would have been so weird, because it's like, why are you so good at singing?
By the way, last bit of the production, Adam Shankman hired 4 assistant choreographers to help him because he was like, hey, I'm directing and choreographing.
Fired all of them.
What is this? No, he hired Jamal Sims, who went on to choreograph Descendants 3.
Jamal Sims, famous from Drag Race,
among other things. Anne Fletcher, who went on to direct Hocus Pocus 2. Well, Hocus Pocus 2, which was a movie. And Zach Woodley, who went on to choreograph stuff on Glee.
Shailene Woodley's brother.
Sure. Anyways, I do have a couple trivia facts here. Just that I pulled. Amanda Bynes' character Penny is seen constantly eating lollipops. Bynes' father, who is a dentist, became very worried for her dental health, as it was estimated she ate about 40 lollipops a day. She told him that she wasn't really eating all of them, when in reality, she ate them all. And that's how you do it. Yeah, I'm not eating them.
Why did she?
I ate them. I ate all of them.
No, I'm not eating them. Smash the camera like interview style the office. I ate them all.
I ate them all.
I ate more. One. I ate more off stage too.
I only ate 3 on camera. The rest were at my hotel. Also, it took John Travolta 4 hours to put on the 30-pound fat suit and 5 gel-filled silicone face prosthetics to become Edna Turnblad. And Amanda Bynes' pigtails alone took 2 hours of preparation every morning.
It was worth it.
They look good. That was
2 hours.
One day while the cast was waiting between takes, John Travolta began singing Summer Nights. Co-stars Amanda Bynes and Zac Efron were so excited that they immediately began sending text messages to their friends about what was happening.
I mean, I would have too. Shit, if this old man started singing Summer Nights, I would have been like, guys, he's doing it. He's doing it. FaceTime.
But also, why is it like, okay, attention much? Someone needs attention.
Literally weeks ago, what was I singing? I already forgot the goddamn song.
You love my dreams.
I was gonna make the musical, the series reference, but only Sarah would get it.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, speaking of which,
it makes me think of the end of season 3 where Corbin like finally starts doing the Wildcat, and Gina's like, he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And they all got excited.
You guys are lucky. You guys are just lucky I'm not singing "Please, Please, Please" by Sabrina Carpenter, because that shit's been on my fucking brain like brain worms.
Literally. Things. Let's see. Actor Dermot Mulroney plays cello on the soundtrack along with the Hollywood Orchestra.
Baller.
I always
Literally
forget
baller.
he plays cello. Yeah, he's like trained as a cellist. I always forget this. Juan, do you know who Dermot Mulroney is?
No.
Okay. He was in The Family Stone.
No.
The Family Stern.
He's on like CSI, Law and Order. One of those fucking two.
What did he play
in Scream 6.
He's in Scream 6 though.
Oh yeah. He's the cop and
he's the dad. The dad cop.
He's the dad in Scream 6?
Mm-hmm. So that
what is he in Hairspray?
Played cello. No, he's an actor who also happens to be a cellist and perform on like movie soundtracks with like an orchestra.
Hello, you got a bass.
So it's just random that actor happens to be on the soundtrack for this.
That's wild. Could you imagine being like acting and then being like, hey, we lost a cellist. Do you mind joining the orchestra for the soundtrack, please?
Wow, can you imagine the range of being able to say like I was Ghostface and also I played cello on the Hairspray soundtrack?
That's like
and you can't stop the beat. That was me, and I was Ghostface.
I was Ghostface playing the cello. Could you imagine if there was a scene in Scream? Could you imagine if there was a scene in Scream 6 where like they're at a concert and you just see Ghostface like in the fucking orchestra like playing cello?
Ghostface is playing the cello with like a knife.
Yes, it's a knife though.
With a knife.
I'd be like, oh.
Also, James Marsden, he got a meeting with Adam Shankman and the producers after an off-Broadway role, and it was at a bar, and Julia Roberts came up to him because she had just seen him in the show, the play, and
she said that was bad.
I heard about this.
She said, "Sorry to interrupt you, but I loved you in The Notebook," because he's in that, from what I can recall. And then after that, Adam Shankman was like, "We'd be kind of stupid if we didn't hire you, like, because Julia Roberts said you were good."
Julia Roberts literally loves you.
Mm-hmm. Also, it wasn't. This is I don't understand this. It wasn't until halfway through production that Michelle Pfeiffer realized that her character is racist. She became worried about what people would think, but director Adam Shankman reassured her. So was she just not reading? She didn't read the whole script. She just read her sides.
No, none of it. Like, not of it.
She said nowhere in the script that she could get these N-words off the stage, so I didn't know that she was a racist.
I can guarantee you, I know exactly when she realized it whenever Queen Latifah as Motormouth had to read the Nap Away ad, and then she says, "And we're off." She read that, and she was probably like, "Oh,
that wasn't very nice.
That was bad."
No, she didn't realize it until literally until she accidentally flipped to a page and was like, "Racial Equality March."
Wait, is this movie about us? Also, Christopher Walken, Michelle Pfeiffer reunited from Batman Returns.
Christopher Walken, Michelle Pfeiffer, literally queen of her own stunts.
And then wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer the love interest of Zac Efron in New Year's Eve?
Yes, she was.
Wow.
Well,
I've never seen it, but are they love interests?
Well, okay, so basically her character is like...
Break it down.
Well, she's like older, but I can't remember if she like finds out she's dying or something. But she has some... older, but I can't remember if she finds out she's like dying or something, but she has this like bucket list of things she wants to do before the new year.
I want to fuck Zac Efron.
She like enlists Zac Efron because he's like got a bike or something, and she enlists him to like escort her around the city to like do a bunch of this shit, and then
escort.
They end up kissing like when it hits New Year.
I really want to go to New Year's. No, to New York.
No.
I don't want to do the. I don't want to do the
diaper in Times Square.
No. I don't want to do the Times Square thing. No. I just want to be in New York during New Year's and have like a really. Yeah. I want to fulfill the fantasy of like me on a skyscraper, like New Year's kiss. You know what I mean? I want like that feeling. Like I want the city to be an uproar and me kissing.
Yeah, I've said that. I've said like I would be in the city in like an apartment.
Yeah, I don't want to be in Times Square. Fuck that. Absolutely not.
I'll be in Albany, New York. Okay, also according to the producer's commentary, the hairspray in the Ultra Clutch cans was actually deodorant. Out of many possibilities, it was the only thing that would catch the light and show up on camera the way they wanted it to.
Like just like white smoke coming out.
It's just a good smelling set, probably.
Honestly, that's kind of good because wait, does that still have like aerosol spray in it? Yeah, huh?
Some people need to be using those Ultra Clutch cans. You know what I mean? They stinky.
Me.
Stinky.
I'm searching deodorant brands, guys. Let's see what happens.
This movie did super well, but surprisingly, it was not number 1 at the box office that week. It was behind. It was number 3 behind Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which was number 2, and number 1.
Oh no!
It was.
I know.
It was. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
What the fuck?
So, it was a big movie for Adam Sandler.
That's iconic. I actually kind of really love I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Okay. That's a statement. Roger Ebert gave the film 3.5 out of 4 stars, saying that there was a lot of craft and slyness lurking beneath the circa 1960s goofiness, and also said that the point, however, is not the plot, but the energy. Without somebody like Nikki Blonsky at the heart of the movie, it might fall flat, but everybody works at her level of happiness. He also said the film is a little more innocent than Waters would have made it. I mean, yeah.
Not him being like Nikki Blonsky made this movie.
Like maybe he knew something we didn't at the time. She beat up his family at Turks and Caicos too.
She keeps his mom in the Gucci.
And obviously this movie did really well. They asked John Waters to write a sequel, and they were going to have Adam Shankman return and direct. It was a whole thing. They were going to have
no.
it.
Have you read? Have you
I've
read
read
the
just this
synopsis
paragraph.
of what that was supposed to be?
I've just read what I'm about to read, and it sounds garbage. It says the story would have looked at Tracy's entering the late 1960s era of music and the British invasion, and used the hippie movement and Vietnam War as backdrops.
No.
Yeah.
And there was There was also a bit about what Link's character was
Oh my god,
going.
he would have been drafted.
He would have been drafted, yeah.
It says.
Wait, so they would have just made what's that movie? Across the Universe. So this is
I know, that's what I was thinking.
So
but that movie's good.
She was struggling with being a celebrity in a society that expects women to be thin. Meanwhile, Edna Turnblad's diet pills that were mentioned in the last film have become a full-blown addiction, leading to a strain in her marriage. Link Larkin struggles to get his career off the ground. Eventually, he finds some success pretending to be British, cashing in on the popularity of the infamous British invasion. The film is set against the backdrop of the Vietnam War and the continuation of the civil rights movement, with Lil Inez playing a much larger role as a civil rights activist. There were also some controversial scenes included in the proposed sequel, including one where Link Larkin unintentionally drops acid and hallucinated that his acne is singing.
Okay.
Yes!
That part sounds, I mean, not the acne, but like him pretending to be British and more Little Inez, that I could go for. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Little Inez is like a Black Panther.
All of a sudden we're doing like Edna's on speed, like all of a sudden it's like the second half of Requiem for a Dream. Like that's just too much. So wonder why that didn't happen.
They would have just made Across the Universe too.
Electric Boogaloo. So we've all seen this movie. Does anyone have any memories they want to share with this film?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the like go-to song in my car CD player. Like if I'm unsure of what I want to listen to, or I'm like, oh, I've had this CD in my car for a minute, I'm gonna switch it out to something else. It always ends up just being the Hairspray CD back in my car all the time.
Oh, I do have to say that's cute. I do have to say, my coworker recently was like, we were talking about something. Oh, I made a reference to the Golden Compass, and they were like, "Oh my god!" First, let me say, because she was like, they were like, I'm probably one of the only people that understands what you just said, because I remember the Golden Compass trailer coming on before my my Hairspray like VHS, like during the trailers of my Hairspray VHS or like whatever, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And they're like, "By the way, Hairspray is like my favorite musical." I was like, "I love Hairspray." So me and my coworker friend, who are already like besties, became more besties because of Hairspray right now. So Hairspray.
Did anyone see it in theaters?
No.
I asked my mother to confirm, and I did not, but I know I bought the soundtrack and DVD like as soon as possible because Zac Efron. I knew I wanted to see it. We just never got around to seeing it in theaters. I guess.
Me and my mom just never got along.
You were too busy seeing I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
I also didn't see it in theaters. I think I saw it like on ABC Family for the first time. And it always, once I saw like the full thing, like when I bought the DVD, it would piss me off because they would cut parts of the songs. Like they would cut like a chunk of Without Love, and I'm like, I can't sing along because you cut my part. Yeah. And I remember the musical like being popular when we were in like what, second, third grade. But like, I didn't see a musical back then. No one was taking me to Gamage.
That's wild because this movie popped off for me like in middle school, beginning of high school.
Yeah, I was talking about the Broadway musical.
Oh, bye.
2002, 2003. Anyways, so this movie takes place on Juan's birthday. May 3rd, 1962.
Hooray!
So you weren't born yet, but it's on your birthday in Baltimore. We get the opening song.
Oh my god,
Good
I just
morning. Baltimore.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you just said he wasn't born yet, and I was saying I just watched Juno for the first time the other night, so I finally understand the all baby.
You
You
understand that all babies want to be born?
I finally know the
first
reference.
time.
Yes, actually.
I'm a crate in front of the
Sabrina
sea.
Carpenter, because Sabrina Carpenter has a song about Juno on her new album.
Yeah.
What's it called? Is your nipples real brown?
Juno.
Oh, okay.
Is your nipples real brown?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, speaking of that chick that was in she's the man that you guys were talking about.
Eunice.
I was when I was listening to that episode screaming in my car because she was one of the like ugly stepsisters in the Selena Gomez Cinderella story movie.
Another Cinderella story. I forgot to mention that. And then and the one who plays her sister, they're both in Ginger Snaps. They play sister in Ginger Snaps, and they play sister again. Sister. Okay. So there is a cameo, Ivy, of John Waters in this film. You didn't know that the Flasher is... Did you know that it is John Waters? Or do you just...
I was just going to say, is he the Flasher?
Yes, he's the Flasher who lives next door. That's
okay,
him.
that was a choice.
He said, who can I be in this movie? The creepy Flasher.
Because that's as creepy as he could get. Good morning, Baltimore. There's the Flasher that lives next door.
And there are little nods to other movie musicals throughout the movie, just because Adam Shankman wanted to throw them in. So, like, her sitting on the garbage truck is, like, a nod to Funny Girl when Barbra Streisand is, like, standing on the ferry. What the fuck is that?
The garbage truck just made... the garbage truck just made me think about the fact that we had bring a car to school day at my school, and I wanted to kill myself.
Juan, why do you have bubbles on your screen?
What? Where?
You had a bubble on your screen.
How did I get bubbles?
I don't know, but it was like a bubble with the like. They're right there. You don't
have... the FaceTime reactions.
Oh,
yeah. If you do two, it's gonna make like fireworks. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How do you make it do balloons? I forget how to do it. Is it this?
Why are all these like secret codes?
Oh no! Wait. Oh, balloons is one peace sign.
Oh.
Wow.
This is so much fun. Look at me, something. I always
this
do.
Bitch could have been on time to class if she wasn't taking her sweet ass time hitting this last note outside of the school.
Dancing with rats.
Dancing with the rats. They dance around my feet. Yes. Let's talk about Miss Whimsy's class. She calls out Tracy for inappropriate hair height. There it is again. There's the bubble.
This is at the height of the Whitney Houston. Not Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
What's the other one?
Whitney Houston. What are you
Valerie. What's her name?
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse.
Yes, this was for her. She and Tracy Turnblad invented the bump it. This is where Snooki got it from.
The woman that is the teacher was the maid in Twitches too. The one that says
Oh my god.
Of course.
Your guys' ability to just recollect faces, insane.
Which means this movie was probably filmed in Canada.
Canada.
Indeed. I think it was. I want to say Vancouver.
Yeah, I actually believe it is. We have Tracy, in a couple different classes. She's in chemistry class, waiting for the bell to ring.
Boom.
And it does. We have Tracy and Penny rushing home to watch the Corny Collins show. And we see the Corny Collins show kids getting ready, getting their do ready for the camera. And
she posts. Oh wait, is this? No, this is after. Never mind. Keep going.
We get the song "Nicest Kids in Town," sung by James Marsden. I'm
Paula,
Amber.
Nikki, Polly, Becky, some Noreen, Doreen.
Oh, I
Shout
can
out to
do it.
Noreen and Doreen.
I can
Do it then.
I get a little lost in the middle.
It's I'm Amber, Brad, Lee, Fender, Brenda, Stretch, Shelly, IQ, Luann, Joey, Mikey, Vicky, Becky, Vix, Jesse, Darla, Polly, Noreen, and I'm the
That shit gets me every time.
And I'm Tracy.
I feel like this is opposite of how like celebrities say being in public school is, because all people like celebrities now that are teens that are in public school talk about like everybody in their school makes fun of them for like what they're on and like blah blah blah. Meanwhile, like these kids, freaking Tracy's like getting pregnant at the sight of Link.
Like, we didn't.
Like
Yeah, they didn't show
100 feet
the.
away.
They didn't show like the burnouts and emos, the stoners that were like hating on these kids.
Yeah,
because we know.
I don't think they're. I mean, they were there, but like I think there was definitely a different sense of celebrity back in the day when it was like when you were on TV, it was like, oh shit, you're on TV, dude. As opposed to now where it's like you're just a nepo baby.
I'm just imagining like having posters of one of your classmates like all over your wall.
Oh, I would be like obsessed if I found if the state of like celebrityism and like social media were like not the way they are now and the way they were back then. Oh, if someone had a poster of me, if I was like a TV star and someone had a poster of me, I would fucking nut. I would be like, you love me. I would love knowing that people love me.
Of I'm trying to earn here, which is Edna Turnblad's introduction, John Travolta. We meet Penny's mom, Prudy
Capote.
And she doesn't know that Penny is there.
Penny is gyrating.
Are you telling me that what's her name? Prudy has no idea that Penny is here? Sounds just like her.
That was actually pretty good at the start.
Okay, just went downhill a little bit.
A little bit. Quality went down.
Yes. Is Ivy frozen for you too?
See you later.
Is she?
Well, they're gone now.
Oh.
Ivy, hello. Are you here with us in the chat?
Ivy, sweetie. Ivy, sweetie, where'd you go?
Ivy, if you can hear us, please knock twice.
Oh, God. Well, I'm going to keep going for a minute. Hopefully she'll get back in. We meet Velma. Oh, sorry.
Plus in the back.
Sorry. Penny's mom bans Penny from the house and says she can't watch that show anymore. And she says, without that show, I'm nothing.
Having nothing builds character.
We meet Velma Von Tussle, who works at the TV station, and we immediately find out that she...
That was going to rip out the stuffing this kid had in his
junk?
Make it bigger.
I'll do it myself.
That was iconic.
We immediately find out that she is the villain here because...
She's a racist.
She says, steer them in the white direction, and Corny says, right direction?
That's crazy that Michelle Pfeiffer had no idea she was a racist even after reading that first line she has.
She didn't know.
They don't film stuff in order.
Backpedaling like 3 seconds just because my internet went out. The amount of times in my household that the Wave and Raven line is referenced.
The Wave and Raven.
The Wave.
I always like to say it's a little twitchy.
It's a little twitchy. Literally all the time. My mom and I all the time.
It's a little twitchy. We see Link giving Amber a ring. Hello, they're going steady.
And when I was a kid, I didn't know that. I just thought it was the worst proposal ever.
Because he says, it's time.
Yeah, I just thought it was like a really bad proposal. And I was like, wow, they seem like really young to be getting married. Like, I had no fucking idea what that meant.
Oh, you thought it was a marriage proposal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that was like the whole class ring meant we're dating. I just thought he literally proposed. And I was like, that was shit, actually.
He said, when's the wedding? He didn't even get down on a knee.
I know, I was like, okay.
Velma tells the cameraman to focus on Amber. And this poor man, I love him. His little like lisp or whatever he's doing. I gotta focus on some of the other kids too.
Yeah, like it's once in a while.
Yes, love him. And we have Motormouth Maybell who's saying, come back to the program on the last Tuesday of the month because that's when Negro Day is, where they play the rhythm and blues, the good songs, the songs
where they
that
have
slap.
the girls.
They have the Dynamites, yes. And the camera panning away from her.
And she's like, over here.
Yes. We find out that Brenda from the show is leaving for 9 months. We
literally one of the best lines in the movie. One of the best lines in the movie. Just 9 months.
Yes, so they're holding auditions if you want to be one of the kids on the Corny Collins show. And so Tracy's like, oh my god, I should do it.
The way Corny called her literally a whore, like on the air. He said,
someone not as loose.
Just as fun-loving, but maybe not as freewheeling.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, Corny.
Edna Turnblad.
Slut.
Edna says, she says, you're trash, you're not going to get it, don't go on this audition. And Dad says, I'll talk to her, I'll set her straight. And he says, go for it. Follow your dream.
Go for it, sweetie. See,
do
no one
now,
can do.
Or forever wish you had.
See, no one can do those line deliveries like he did. Imagine.
I imagine Billy Crystal doing that.
You can't imagine Mike Wazowski saying that? Schmootsy,
no,
you gotta do it.
Do it now!
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Actually, I think Martin Short was a good fit. He was in Hairspray Live. I don't know if anyone saw that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Martin Short's really good.
What? You both spoke at the same time.
Was he Mr. Pinky or was he the dad?
The brain.
Wilbur?
I thought he was Wilbur, wasn't he? Mr. Pinky was Sean Hayes.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
Yes.
That was my introduction to Dove Cameron. I hadn't seen her in anything. I knew who she was, and I said, "Oh my god, her voice!" I said, "Someone call someone."
My introduction to Dove Cameron was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway,
mine was Cloud9.
Hooray!
Shout out Paul Hohen. We have the auditions that Casey, baby. Do you guys know that line from Scream? The mom at the beginning of the movie.
Oh my god, yes!
When she sees her daughter hanging. Casey, baby. Tracy goes to the audition. She cuts school to do these auditions, and so does Penny. And we get Miss Baltimore Crabs, where Michelle Pfeiffer said
on my bad bitch playlist.
She says, "Did you guys know I can twirl a baton? Should we add that into the movie?" And then
they said bet.
And then that's what she does.
They changed two things about this from the soundtrack to the movie. Which one of them is the most random thing in the world? Well, they cut out the end, which is on the soundtrack, where Inez actually
where she goes really high.
And Yeah, well, that's the part I said. It's so fucking random in the movie that she's like, "I'm preparing souffle," but then on the soundtrack, for some reason, she goes, "I'm preparing souffle," like for no fucking reason. It's different. Like I don't know why, but then at the end, Inez shows up, and Inez is like, "May I please audition?" And she goes. Yeah, she goes, "Of course not, but you may bow and exalt, because I am Miss Baltimore Crabs," and just cut that out of the movie. So, like, Inez should have been in the movie prior to Run and Tell That, just briefly, but then for whatever reason wasn't, I guess.
Wild.
Yeah, they probably could have left that in. Like, it would have been, what, 30 more seconds?
Yeah, I'm like,
and it would have established that, like,
that
it makes more sense. It makes more sense, yeah, when she's so bummed later about not getting to be on the show and everything. Like, yeah, but okay.
They wanted to save the racism for later.
So immediately, not only does Velma not like Tracy because she's fat, but it's also because she says, "I'm all for integration. It's the new frontier."
I wish every day.
I wish every day was Negro Day. Yes, and she says, "Not around here, bitch."
Not me. A definitely not racist person.
So Tracy gets detention for cutting class, and in there she meets Seaweed and his friends. He teaches her some dance moves, and this is where she says, "I wish every day was Negro Day."
Oh, is this when they do the little, like,
what dance? Is that you're doing? She does do a dance, but it doesn't look like anything like what you're doing. They do like this.
I got sad because I forgot Twitch was one of the dancers.
I didn't know that till oh yeah, I was reading the trivia and that because he's like staring at Amber at the end. They like have a hold on him for a minute, and then I saw in the trivia that was Twitch. Rest in peace.
From So You Think You Can Dance?
Yes, and that monster Ellen.
And Ellen, yeah, he was on Ellen a lot.
I bet you she killed him.
I knew someone was gonna say it, but okay. Anyway,
I bet you she did it. Fucking bitch.
Yeah, it makes sense.
This album is still number 1 on my vinyl want list. So if any of you hoes listening see the Hairspray soundtrack, I will pay you to buy it and ship it to me because I've been trying to get it for years.
And I do own it. So how much do you want for it?
Damn, I went cold stone, fucking eyes to the screen.
It's going for a lot on Discogs. It goes for hundreds.
It is. The cheapest one on Discogs right now is like $250, and I would know because I checked
for
like
once a week.
For
the musical.
Yes, and it's not even like colored or anything. It's just plain black.
Colored?
Color?
Black?
Oh my god.
Race?
Did you say little black person?
I will say though, I'm honestly at this point just kind of holding out for like the 20th anniversary to have some like special repress.
You think they're gonna 20th anniversary this bitch?
I'm surprised they haven't repressed
Probably.
it. Yeah,
I know. I'm pissed because I fucking want it.
Well, you gotta wait 3 more years, bitch.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point, I've been waiting since like 2017. So
there's one for $225 right now, and one for $250 on Discogs. I just got mine from like when it came out. My aunt gave it to me for Christmas. So
yeah, and I have a friend that has it too, and she was like, I literally bought it on like Amazon for $30 or something when it first dropped. I was like, well, I didn't know it existed. So
okay, so what I'm hearing,
like, I guess New Line Cinema, Adam Shankman, tell them to repress this.
So I need to go and find copies of this and sell them to make a profit.
You're not gonna find copies of this.
Yes.
Oh, I will, Sarah. You bet you bet I will.
You best.
Every single record store I step into, I go to the soundtrack aisle and just check, hopefully, that it might be there, and it never is.
Of course not, girl.
I know
Of
some
course
niche
you
ass
can't.
places. I got this. Trust, I will find.
Okay, Link sees Tracy dancing through the window of detention, and he's like, "Whoa, you should do those dances at the Hop," which is their little dance thing they're doing, like Corny's hosting. That's
Yes, it's like a little thing.
segregated.
Literally down the middle.
Yes, but before we get to that, we have "I Can Hear the Bells."
My heart is ringing.
That'll be one of the most repetitive songs in musical history.
I never liked this song.
Yeah.
Okay, but when we're French kissing,
I do love Amanda
Also, her
Bynes'
creeping
reactions
in the bathroom is terrifying.
Mm-hmm. I do love Penny's reactions in the beginning, of being like, "What the fuck is this bitch
Chime
doing?"
isn't exactly how I'd put it.
Yeah. But yeah, this is one that, you know what, probably could, fast forward,
I do.
When we get to the Hop, we have Zac Efron singing Lady's Choice, which I
Now
believe
this one I do not skip, ever.
this is a bop. I've always wanted to do this one at karaoke, because I do know all the words. But this one was written for the movie, correct?
if it was, good on them, because
I
that
believe.
that jump. Woo! Hey, little girl,
Because
wanna dance with
In the
mine?
movie, or in the musical, I believe Link sings "It Takes Two," and they do show a clip of him singing that like last line in the movie.
Like, very
But they wrote this
briefly,
for
yeah.
him to be his big song.
This is way better
They
than
had
anything.
They had to have Zac Efron beat the Can't Sing allegations after the first High School Musical.
Mhm.
Not allegations, just facts.
Well, the "Are you singing? Is Drew Seeley singing? What is the truth?" That whole confusing matter.
Yeah.
But they got the people that wrote the music for the musical to come work on this and add some of the songs in. So that's why they fit really well and are really good. At the Hop, we have Seaweed letting Tracy borrow his Peyton Place dance. And this is when Corny's like, "Whoa, look at that girl."
He said, "What the fuck is that?"
And what the fuck is even that? What do you call that? What do you call that dance?
He said, "Wow, a fat girl who can dance that good? Amazing."
I've seen it all, right? At the Turnblad house, all of a sudden, I don't know if it's the next fucking day. I don't know if it's the next
It's literally
fucking week.
tomorrow.
When did she have time to dye her hair? Like,
all of a sudden
her hair is
It's
dyed.
the 70s. They have these products at home.
It's literally the 60s. Welcome to the 60s. Oh. Yeah, but all of a sudden we have Penny running down the street yelling, "Mr. and Mrs. Turnblad!" Great.
I say that I have to, when I'm like playing the soundtrack in my car, I have to finish Lady's Choice with me just going,
You gotta scream.
Is it a moon landing joke that they make here? Is that
That's
what
I thought, but no, because they haven't landed on the moon yet.
That's
they
what
haven't
I
landed
so,
on the moon yet, so I think they're just talking about sending John Glenn into space around the moon. What did
Send
he do?
his ass to space.
But she's definitely a denier.
She says, "It's a big fake Hollywood set."
He was the first American to orbit the Earth, circling it 3 times in 1962.
Oh, okay.
So she's not a moon landing denier, but a Earth orbiting denier.
She's an orbit denier.
She's a flat earther.
Mm-hmm. So yes, Tracy says, "And I'm Tracy," and all of a sudden she's on the Corny Collins show. She's a part of it.
She's crazy.
And then I think he's the manager, the producer. This guy in real life is married to the author who wrote Wicked, the book. But he says, "I want that chubby communist girl."
The older Fletch guy?
Yeah, the older guy. His name's Paul Dooley. He's in 16 Candles.
What did he
I
say?
think
Get that
he's
communist girl.
Get that right. He says,
don't-
I want that chubby communist girl off the show.
I think he's just like the Ultra Clutch, like the head of Ultra Clutch. I don't think he has anything to do with like the channel or the show.
Well, whatever
No, yeah,
he's yelling
he's-
at
Is that-
Velma.
He's like the producer.
Yeah.
Well, we'll never know. But the point is, he's mad. Also, Corny says he wants to make some changes to the show. He said he wants to get with the times. He says, I want to integrate the kids. And she says, I think the fuck not, bitch. We're going to fire
I love
you.
when Corny says Tracy's up for Miss Teenage Hairspray, and Amber's like, "Oh, Miss Teenage Hairspray is mine," and Link is still smiling, and he
We're
goes,
on
"We're on the air."
Mm-hmm. We're on the air. Okay, let's talk about. Hey, look out for that moving van. The new girl in town
Coming down the
montage.
street
Better look out for me.
before he. But no. Let's talk about the most iconic part. Side girls.
Ladies
first.
first. Which also isn't in the movie.
Come out of the
That
blue,
line.
girl. Yeah,
That's another
they-
one that's like on the soundtrack, but not in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That when those bitches kick those little white girls to the curve, I scream.
This is
They
one
did
that
that neck bop so fucking hard.
this is one that was, I think, originally written for the musical, but it never made the cut. Just I think timing wise and everything, so they added it in here. And I think the context of it was different.
Iconic.
But Adam Shankman was like, in the musical, there's no bit where we show like Tracy's rise to fame, and that's why they put that in here. And it works really well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look out! Look out! Look out! Look out! I remember
This is like one of my favorite Maybelle wigs in this scene with the little like ringlets, the little circle ringlets on it.
Mhm.
I love that one.
Juan, you definitely watched Hairspray Live because I remember us texting each other and being like, "Why is it New Girl in Town in here?"
Oh yeah, because I got mad.
And then we were like, "Oh, we're stupid. It's not in the original musical." Sorry.
Well,
I did not
it
know
was
that.
because I got pissed because I was like, "Why is New Girl in Town?" But this fuck ass Dove Cameron song got put in.
Cooties?
Yes.
Oh. Well, Cooties is played at the end of the movie.
No. There was another one where it's like her and Ariana Grande and like.
Is it Mama, I'm a Big
Is it
Girl?
Mama,
Now?
I'm a Big Girl?
I think so.
I love that song and I love that version, bitch. Dove Cameron's voice on that. Mwah. Ariana Grande is there.
Also, I didn't watch Hairspray Live, but shout out to Maddie Baileo that played Tracy. That's in Dublin.
Oh yes,
Love
yes.
her.
The girl from Dumpling played
not
Tracy?
the main girl.
Oh.
The Millie,
Like, I don't
the
care.
one Millicent, that Kathy Najimy's daughter.
I
Oh, the
don't
one who
remember.
wins?
Yeah,
No,
she gets, like,
doesn't-
runner up or something.
I think
Yeah.
Dove Cameron wins, doesn't she?
Yeah, Dove Cameron wins. She gets runner up, but yeah.
And Garrett
Sorry,
Clayton.
I need to watch Dumpling again.
Garrett Clayton, who played Link Larkin. Shout out.
Oh yeah.
All the Disney Channel kids were on there. All two of them. Anyways, but yes, throughout this montage, we have Tracy's fame rising. She's getting those nominations for Miss Teenage Hairspray. Wilbur is selling Tracy merchandise at his Hardy Har Hut joke shop.
Yes, he owns a joke shop.
And we have the ladies step aside. The Dynamite's coming in to sing that song, and then afterwards, Velma being like, because like they're performing for Negro Day, but afterwards, Velma being like, I don't like that they changed the words, and then Motormouth Babel being like, they wrote it. Like they wrote the song that your girls copied.
She's like, it's their song.
They wrote it. She's like, what are you talking about? We also had Penny meeting Seaweed in detention, and the horniness.
Palpable.
The horniness was there. Yes. Yes, and then we have Mr.
Yes.
Pinky. Yes. Wanting Tracy to be his spokesperson, his spokesgirl.
Mr. Pink, was he in the original Hairspray? I forget if he's also one of those cameos.
Yeah, I think Jerry Stiller, who played Mr. Pinky in this one, was Mr. Pinky in the original. Rest in peace.
Was he Mr. Pinky or Mr. Turnblad?
I think he was Mr. Pinky.
Okay.
Mr. Turnblad, Hairspray. Oh god, the creepiest photo. I don't think he's in the original, is he?
I thought he was.
Producer,
Yes.
can you?
Yes, he's in it.
Oh, I guess it is Jerry Stiller. Okay.
So he is the dad, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the original Mr. Pinky was
Alan J. Wendell.
Oh, I love his work. I don't know who that is. But Sonny Bono. Yeah, I just remember that Debbie Harry is Velma.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I recall.
But yes, Mr. Pinky's iconic because doesn't he also have that plate of donuts that he offers them?
Yes.
So good.
Flattery will not distract Mrs. Turnblad's agent.
What is he? Wait, but then he's like, "What's your breast size?" And he goes,
Triple E. Double D.
He says 54 double D, and then she says triple E.
Yes.
And then
so this whole
I love when he goes, "I hit the mother load."
This whole Welcome to the 60s montage is Edna, who I guess is agoraphobic in this version, because I think in the other ones she's not as like.
I don't think she's I don't think she's scared to go out. She just is scared of people to see her at the weight that she's at.
Yeah, she's kind of embarrassed of her weight and doesn't want people to see her.
Yeah.
Because,
like, I don't think it's being outside that freaks her out. It's just like seeing
I haven't
people.
left this house since 1951.
Because she's been getting fat.
She says the neighborhood hasn't seen her since she was like a size 10 or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to know if these clothes, like, at the time, if these clothes would have been considered, like, nice and cute, or if, like, today, they were plus-size clothes that were, like, fucking ugly, and that's why, like, the Von Tussles, like, why she, like, made that comment about it. Because I'm, like, obviously, I watch it now, I'm like, oh my god, that dress is fucking cute, but I want to know if at the time it was, like, gaudy, or if it would have been considered. Yeah. Because now it's like, yeah, if I walk into a goddamn Lane Bryant, everything is fucking animal print. Like, if I walk into Lane Bryant, everything is animal print and fugly. And I'm like, I'm not wearing this just because I'm fat doesn't mean I have no sense of style. But
no, they said all big girls love animal print.
I feel like the material is what everyone was wearing back then. I think it's just about the size.
Yeah, I want to know if this would have been like considered nice, or if it was like too much,
too cheesy and stuff.
Because I like it. But
so at the diner, I just wrote Velma makes Edna feel like shit. Yeah, because she makes that comment. And all of a sudden she says, fuck this, fuck everything.
Fuck this.
Whenever she says, all those years, he never told me nice moo-moo or nothing.
Mm-hmm. He never noticed her oblivious ass husband.
Who literally doesn't know where he's at half the time.
Yes. In class, we have Amber
all he knows is eat hot chip, joke shop, and lie.
In class, we have Amber getting Tracy detention and Link getting himself detention because he's mad at Amber. He's mad at the teacher. He says, fuck this. So in detention...
I never understood her, like, them being like, oh, she's so fat, like, no guy would ever want to be with her. But then also starting a rumor that she slept with the entire
football team. Yeah.
And I'm like, So is no one attracted to her, or are they all having sex with her? Like you're making no sense right now.
This girl is so ugly. She slept with the whole football team. Well, yes.
And the drawing that Amber did of the teacher with breasts. I'm like, okay. So in detention, Seaweed invites Tracy, Penny, and Link home to their side of town, the wrong side of the tracks.
Ooh.
We have the song Run and Tell That. Iconic, legendary, changed everything.
Best
changed
song on the
musicals.
soundtrack, Argue with the Wall.
Incredible, incredible. This is my sister, Little Inez. I'm tired of coming up from my prime. So give me a front. So good, so good. They're dancing on the bus, doing that choreo. Penny literally faints because that song is so good.
Penny literally faints because she's so hot and black. I was gonna say,
because she's so
blood went somewhere else.
I made a tweet one time that said like, "Fuck your Zodiac. What's your favorite song from the Hairspray soundtrack?" And I was like, "There is a right answer," and this
was it.
Mm-hmm. And the answer is that one.
Hey little girl,
I would accept that.
That one.
For me,
I also made a tweet about that once that said Zac Efron put his whole Efrusy into Lady's Choice.
Yeah, I think I tweeted saying delete that. But I think I like this one and Without Love a lot.
And Life is Like My Mother on a diet.
And You Can't Stop the Beat, but that feels too like obvious. So
it's
Run and Tell That or Without Love. So we are at Motormouth Maybell's record shop.
Slay.
And she meets them. She's like, "Oh, hey guys," and she sings "Big, Blonde, and Beautiful." Great song, killing it. Just Queen Latifah being Queen Latifah. She was in Chicago. She said, "Oh, you want me to do this again? You want me to change movie musicals as we know it again?"
I'm trying to be Queen Mother Latifah, again.
Queen Latifah literally single-handedly brought back the movie musical.
Truly.
Queen Latifah
remember that?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Someone like Photoshop her and
someone edit her.
Yeah.
She's in the what is it? The ensemble cast for You Can Dance, You Can Jive.
Mamma Mia.
For Dancing Queen?
Yeah, for Dancing Queen.
Okay.
Specifically that one. What was I gonna say? No, Queen Latifah single-handedly like defined what the term mother would become.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Prove me wrong.
Well, I was watching the bonus features as well. And I know everyone, because there was that whole thing that like You Can't Stop the Beat is so fast, has so many words that everyone would call it You Can't Stop to Breathe. And then Queen Latifah did it and was like, she did it perfectly in the first second. She was like, "What?" And the people who wrote the song were like, "Everyone's been having trouble with this and like having trouble breathing after." And she's like, "I'm a rapper."
Yeah, like, I was gonna say she was like, "I rap."
She
said, "I'm a rapper."
Hard. This is simply not hard for me. We have Amber calling Edna saying, "It's Mike." And saying,
and she's got that terrifying stuffed animal dog thing, whatever the fuck that is. So creepy looking.
Her just going, because it's like, "Mike who? It's Mike. It's Mike." I mean, so she's telling Tracy she's telling Edna where Tracy is. And we have Edna showing up mad. She stays to eat that feast and says the food was there for the celebration or to just ease the pain when she tells them that Negro Day is no more. No more. They want it cut. They said, "Get the black person off the TV. I'm not watching that."
Oh my God.
Right? And we have Tracy saying, like, "We should march, we should protest. Link, you want to join us?" Link, you're gonna be there, right? Link, you'll be there with me, right, Link?
Link say yes.
And he says, Tracy, this is my shot. This is my shot at being a star. So, no.
I can't ruin it for some little black people.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry, but as a fat bitch, no part of me would have thought whenever he was like, I think this adventure might be too big for me.
Big.
And then she's like, no part of me would have thought he was like, yeah, you're too fucking fat. Like, that's not.
No one thought that. No one thought that.
No one thought that.
No one thought that at Stonewall.
It's like, I wish that scene would have been Tracy being like, big, like me, too big. And then Penny, what if Penny just said, no one thought that?
Yeah, Penny's like, he didn't say that.
Not what he said at all.
I don't think that's what he means, but okay.
That is not correct. We have a reprisal of Big Blonde and Beautiful as Velma is trying to seduce an oblivious Wilbur Turnblad in his Hardy Har hut.
How does he eventually
Your
get her?
wife.
How does he eventually get her again? Oh, like he's like, doesn't she like grab him and then she goes,
Yeah, she
literally yanks him on her and goes, oh, your wife.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. All for you. You.
Edna's fucking stupid too, because like she wouldn't have just been like, my husband's too dopey to cheat on me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, you literally see her yank him onto her body.
She's like straddling him, and she's like, Wilbur.
We have Tracy talking to her papa, her dad, about this whole thing, about this whole ordeal. His whoopee cushion bed, because he was kicked out of the house. She changed the locks, Edna. But I love him, the way he says little girl in this scene. He just keeps going, little girl.
Little girl.
I love him. Little girl.
Billy Crystal couldn't do that.
Billy Crystal could never.
Billy Crystal could not do little girl.
Listen, he might know what happened to that murdered woman, but he is doing great here.
So Tracy gives her dad the new key to the locks, and he goes up to sing to Edna.
You're timeless to me.
Your time was to me.
Oh,
which I guess
my mom loves this scene.
I think this song was in a different scene in the musical. If I'm not mistaken.
It's perfect here.
In the words of, what's that bitch from Jane the Virgin? Mama, let's research.
Mama, let's research.
Your time was to me. But anyways, we have Tracy sneaking out to go to the march. And then we have I Know Where I've Been, the song that Queen Latifah sings as they are marching.
This sad song.
Beautiful song.
And of course it would be Tracy to pull a white woman like privilege move and fuck it up for everyone.
Dumb
she goes, I'm talking to you.
So stupid.
Just smacking him with the fucking thing.
I literally just wrote Tracy is dumb as hell for hitting him like that.
Every black person in that march got shot because Tracy hit the police officer with a cardboard.
Literally, like, girl, do you know what you're standing for at all, you fucking idiot?
Read the room, girl. Read the room.
Read the room.
Poor Maybelle goes, Tracy,
she wants to be on the front lines and then goes and does like, the one fucking thing that she should not do.
That's like straight up like people being like, we're gonna have a peaceful protest, and literally the white people being like, no, we have to like be aggressive. Riot. Like literally,
and then it's like runs out and leaves all of them with the cops.
So and then in the musical and in the original film, she goes to jail, but in this one she does not. She goes
prison, honey.
She hides at Penny's in this one.
Oh, so please don't send my best friend to the big house.
Yeah. So now we're in Penny's home. Tracy is hiding at Penny's. Penny's mom calls the cops and ties her up with the jump rope. Don't touch my canned tuna. Great line.
Russian language boost.
He's ready for anything.
I don't know why this place is down here. And then as Seaweed comes, so Link goes to Tracy's looking for her, and Edna says she's not here, but I'll make you some pork. And he's just
you can't
waiting.
Eat.
You can't eat. Oh God! So he's
we find
just
out
waiting for
Wilbur
some
bailed
pork.
out 20 of those people out of jail.
He's so hot. Wilbur is so hot.
A true ally.
How he had that money
right there.
Like
he
in the way that his daughter's
it just felt right.
His daughter is such a dumb bitch, and he's the
because
smartest
his
one.
dumbass fucking daughter got them all arrested, so he had to pay to get them out.
Yeah.
He was like, I can't just let them in there. They're gonna blame my daughter.
As they're all walking out, he's like, "I'm so sorry for my stupid daughter. She hit the cop with the
I don't
sign.
know why
I'm so
she
sorry.
did that.
I don't know why." And Seaweed comes to rescue Penny.
And this is when we get without love.
Without love.
Life is
Without
like a
love.
we can't follow.
Yes, incredible song.
Which one? Okay, pick your favorite line from the song. This is in like the top 3 of my like Hairspray songs. Is Without Love.
I think my favorite.
Like getting my big break in laryngitis.
Oh, of my favorite lyric.
Yeah.
Why? Is yours like my mother on a diet?
Yeah, mine is like my mother on a diet.
I just love anything that Amanda Bynes sings in this movie. So probably life was just in my ivory tower. Life was just a host of snack, but now I've tasted chocolate and I'm never
going back.
Her grabbing him and him being scared.
I love when Seaweed is singing through like gritted teeth because the cops are looking in the car.
Oh, he's like,
and Penny's like, he goes, "Girl, if I can't touch you, I'm gonna lose control."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And her singing as loud as possible under the blanket.
Literally.
So
and Link,
let me
Link
out
is
at
just
the next
chilling.
hole.
Link is chilling in Tracy's bedroom with posters of himself all over the wall. Everywhere.
And then that iconic sequence ends with Edna saying, "Link, your pork is ready."
Tracy really spearheaded the stand to girlfriend pipeline, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She created it. She was the first.
And then people took it way too far.
After was based off of this.
Yeah, after was Tracy and Link Larkin fanfiction.
So now we're at Monorouth Maybelle's. Well, Penny, Tracy, Seaweed, and those guys. Link is still at home, just declaring his love for Tracy while eating pork.
Love. I wish a man would declare his love for me while also eating pork. Goddamn.
Tracy calls and tells Edna to meet Penny at the station tomorrow. And she says, "Let me talk to Dad." So she has a planned cooking. And all of a sudden, we're in the last little bit of the movie. It's the Miss Teenage Hairspray pageant where James Marsden is singing, "It's
everything's better than Hairspray."
That run changed lives. Changed lives with that run. That's me.
I can't believe that.
Love.
The reason that I love him so much is the fact that he's like, this whole shit is amazing, but nothing is better than me. Pretty much. I'm like, what a king.
He's great because he's
I love that the guys just had to stand there for this whole pageant. They weren't doing anything.
The girls did all the work.
Literally, the girls were doing all the dancing, displaying themselves. The guys were just standing in the back.
He's great because he's fighting for equality and everything. He wants to integrate and everything, but he's just like a little happy guy.
That's what the 60s would do to you.
Him at the fucking end, when he grabs Queen Latifah's hand and said, "This is your time." It's like, oh
my God.
I turned straight for 5 seconds.
And I continued to be me.
So we have Velma tampering with the votes here.
Bitch.
Of course. We have the police that are stopping Tracy, but it's not Tracy, it's Wilbur who says,
"In a way,
we're walking in drag."
Yes.
He made some
Looking for
choices in this whole sequence because when he's dancing away from the cops to go into the
That's
building,
so
it's like,
cute.
why did he just walk?
Gifts off.
Because he's Christopher fucking Walken. Let me see Billy Crystal do this.
Oh my god. Yes, so they locked the doors from the inside and then they had them use the hairspray can as the battering ram.
Because I love
They knew they would use it.
when she was like that. It was just that giant can was so heavy. She's like, heavy. It's hollow. She goes, you guys escorted her into the building.
You carried her in.
And then
That's so iconic.
we have Corny, who clearly doesn't want to do this. He says, it's my obligation to announce
It is my
that
obligation.
Amber Von Tussle is about to be
about to
dance.
dance.
And then Dermot Mulroney went do 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 do.
Do. I love when I love
I
the
have
fact that she
always
comes.
said, go.
You go.
What have you always said?
I've always said if I ever in my life win the lottery, I want to hire a seamstress and make me this dress because I more than anything in the fucking world. I want this dress so motherfucking bad. Like I'm obsessed with it. I always have been.
I was about to mention the fucking dress too, because it's like not only does she come down in relaxed hair, like just like her natural hair down,
Yeah,
but she's
her
also in
this
beautiful black and white mod dress.
Beautiful
black
gown.
and white sequined mod
Sequins
Checkerboard.
dress.
It's like kind of a halter, but not. And
It's
she's got
perfect.
the go-go boots on. Like I
Yeah,
have wanted this dress for my entire life. I want it so bad. I have literally tweeted Adam Shankman before and been like, I don't know where this dress is hiding in a warehouse somewhere, but like, can I have it? Please? Like, I want it so bad.
It's gorgeous.
I
honestly,
hope you get to live that dream one day and hire
look
that
up who the
person.
costumer is, honestly, Ivy.
So. No,
I
Look
saw
up who
them on
designs
the
costumes.
the bonus features. I forget who it was.
I think, yeah.
So You Can't Stop the Beat, incredible. We have Amber going up.
Literally getting snatched by a chandelier. Yeah.
Yes, because we have Motorbouth Maybelle, like all of her kids, just messing with those, pulling the strings. We have Link bringing in little Inez to dance, flipping, doing some Jonas Brothers bullshit, flipping over backs and shit.
She's
some
so
choreography.
Good. She's so good.
Yeah,
and then I love when they start getting like everyone on this bitch. Like when Wilbur goes, what does he say?
Do it now, or
do it now,
or
wish you had.
Yes.
Well,
and then
we get Penny's iconic dress made out of her bedroom curtains.
Moment.
Okay, wait, let's go moment to moment with this song because it's so iconic. Okay, moment to moment.
So we really see Penny in her dress made out of her bedroom curtains, which is the most amazing thing ever.
Yes, because Adam Shankman
got the little ringlets at the bottom.
Yeah, he wanted to do an homage to Sound of Music and how Maria made the kids their outside clothes. Yes, with the curtains. So she was like, so you see the curtains from when Seaweed rescued her earlier.
And I will say that curtain dress is also a sleigh.
When she takes off the little sleeves,
her
little mini-jacket thing.
Her like bolero.
So she's just like she's just scared to be like on camera. Was why she
she's scared of her mom to seeing.
But because she like stops him for a second, being like, no, stop running, like scared. But then she's like, okay, but now I'm horny. You know what I mean?
The cameras get her horny.
I am a checkered board chick.
Yes, this whole part so good. Yes, and so technically, is this well? Because first of all, Little Inez and Link are the first like interracial couple of dancers to dance.
Yeah,
on television.
They're the first black and white people to dance together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we think that Seaweed and Penny are the first interracial kiss on camera?
They have to have been.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, wild.
Life-changing, historic.
Wow.
And then we have the mom flipping out.
But then we get Mama Turnblad up in this bitch, and my friend Jazz, who's the person who's like, I'm obsessed with Hairspray. They were mentioning they're like, I cry every time I watch that movie because of one specific line, and now I can see it because it's when she goes, "You can't stop my happiness because I like the way I am," and
The way I am.
and it's such a good character development moment for her from being like, I'm so scared of people will think of me, to just being like, I love myself, fuck up all of you. And then she's like, and
I
you
don't
can't
fucking
stop
care,
my
yeah.
knife and fork when I see a Christmas
Christmas
ham.
ham.
Christmas ham. And if you don't like the way
Like
I
the
look,
way
well,
I
I
look,
just don't give a damn.
damn. And the
Mhm.
dancing, the way the fat suit is moving underneath
It's
these
giving
dance moves,
Tina
it's
Turner.
so good. It's so
The
good.
dress, the little tassels, it's
want-
giving Tina Turner.
Literally, when Courtney brought out Maybelle, and all the like kids were dancing together, I literally wrote, maybe it's because I'm on my period, but I'm crying. Like,
It is so beautiful.
I was like,
if
I've
only
seen
the
this
world
so
were
many
that
times,
simple.
but if only.
Maybe we can solve racism again by doing it. Has anyone tried? Have we tried just doing
Has
a
anybody-
dance-a-thon?
Can we
Miss
please just
Hairspray
try?
pageant. But yeah, and then in this version, Little Inez wins.
Yes.
Miss Hairspray. But I think Tracy wins in the other ones, right? Don't nod if you're not sure, guys.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I seen the original, but I stopped after the big racist moment at the carnival because I got scared.
Oh.
I haven't seen the original.
Well, let me look here. But yes, and like Inez gets her crown, Lincoln Tracy kiss, and that's the movie. Like, and then over the credits, they have "Come So Far, Got So Far to Go." Got so far to go. And then they did a version of Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now with all of the Tracys. So they had Blonsky Bitch, they had Ricky Lake from the 1988 one, and then they had what's her name? Marissa Janet Wincourt?
We didn't mention the Ricky Lake cameo.
Oh yeah, and Adam Shankman, the director, who's sitting right next to her. Yeah, they're the agents that are there to watch Link for his career, where he I guess they're not
For
really
his big
agents,
moment
if they
at
just
the pageant
send him
where
to
he
Britain.
stands in the background.
No, for his big moment that he's about to get in England, where he's pretending to be British.
Well,
Where he pretends to be British.
And then also in the credits is a version of Cooties, which was randomly sung by Amy Allen, who is Amy Interrupter.
Yeah.
If anyone is a fan of the band The Interrupters, it's the lead singer of The Interrupters, which is very random. I didn't know that she had a whole
She
music
also
thing she was
helped
trying to do before.
collaborate on like half of Sabrina Carpenter's new album.
Sledge.
I did not know. I did not know that. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to look up about if Inez wins in the other ones, because I don't think she does. But Ivy, go ahead and read us some IMDb reviews.
IMDb.
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 I pulled this one from Letterboxd just because it was amusing. That just says, "Tag yourself. I'm Tracy getting hit in the face with a dodgeball while singing about Zac Efron."
Good moment.
That
good
one I
moment.
just thought was funny. Okay, so
Also, her saying in
There's
that song saying, "Won't go all the way, but I'll go pretty far."
Well, she's sucking.
Well,
wild. Well, so this first one is from February 15th, 2008, And there's lore to this, I guess, because the username of the person is Superbad Mike. Keep that in mind. The review is 1 out of 10 stars. It makes you know to fall more in your life. So, this says, usually, I only comment on films that I love, but in this case, it was so awful, I had to warn people about it. First of all, this movie was supposed to be funny. The only funny thing was John Travolta playing a chick. The music was so awful and corny that I said not another damn song at the beginning of each, although the last one was pretty good, but not great. I only saw this movie because I was forced to by my sister. It came out at about the same time as Superbad did, and that is my favorite movie. When me and my sister went to the movies, she went and saw this crap, and I saw Superbad. When we left, C bugged about forever and kept saying it was better than Superbad, so I tried to watch it on DVD, and I almost felt like throwing it out the door. I even skipped some scenes that my sister said were not important. A complete waste of time with terrible actors. Is it just me, or is Zac Efron the gayest and worst actor ever? Now I could go on and on about how awful this movie is, but I would go forever, so I will stop by saying, do not on any circumstances see this movie. It didn't help that my sister played those songs endlessly on her speakers. And I can't believe that it won Best Summer Movie at the Teens' Choice Awards over Superbad. You want to know why? It's because over 80% of the people that vote are girls who only like it because the supposedly hot Efron is in it. Thanks for reading, and here's some advice. Forget this and watch Superbad. It's a better use of your existence. How this movie got 4 stars, I will never know. Probably a female critic.
This guy's literally a guy. Like, he's like a dude.
Okay, so that was Jonah Hill that wrote that, and his sister was Beanie Feldstein.
And that was Jonah Hill. And then my second
Beanie
review
Feldstein
is June 21st, or June 8th, 2021. By Bella, my Emily. It's 10 out of 10 stars. My guilty pleasure. It says, this movie is one to pick up whenever feeling down and low. It's cheesy, yes, but the best musicals are. I love the songs, the characters, John Travolta as the mother, and the beautiful message of inclusiveness and acceptance of each other. And here we have the final sentence that makes me question if they watched this movie at all. Don't you just wish that you lived in the 60s in Baltimore when watching this movie?
No.
Well, what color are you?
I was gonna say, me, no. Personally, no.
I was gonna say, way to that one.
Well, OP,
Wait to that one.
What race are you?
So those.
I do want to say, I just confirmed, and yes, in the Broadway version and in the 88 version, Tracy wins Miss Hairspray. But this one, they wanted it to be Little Inez to really hammer home, like,
Racism.
integration. Yes. Fuck, you know.
And I'm glad they
Velma.
did that.
I know, I think it was a good change. I have some tweets here.
And I love how excited Courtney gets whenever he says, now and forever officially integrated.
Mm-hmm. He was all about it. I hope him and May
Courtney was waiting for that shit
that night.
No, honestly.
I do.
He was like, I need to integrate so we can get married.
I do have some tweets from our followers. Sarah at A. Sarah Moore says, I wish Amanda Bynes had been in more musicals before she quit acting. She's amazing in this. True. She could have been in Wicked. Mm-hmm. She could have played Wicked.
She could have played the titular role.
The titular role of Wicked. Noemi at Smile Noemi said, it had me in a chokehold.
Oh, God.
Everyone in my Avid class thought I was weird because I love this musical so much. Also, it's one of Amanda's best. The whole cast was great, actually. My friend Boogie at Like a Fine Wino said, I wish every day were Negro Day. In our house, it is. Just quoting her favorite line. Lindsay at Lindsay_V_B_ said, different from the original and way better. I've seen it about 50 times. Glad they kept Edna a drag role, which really confused my friends when we were little. I mainly saw this movie because of Zac Efron. I loved it so much that it was my first live musical. I think a lot of people found a love of musicals from like only knowing Zac Efron and then going into this.
Honestly, I want to say this was probably like, aside from Disney Channel like musicals, this was probably the first like big one that I got attached to.
This was a gateway musical for sure. At
was.
Jared _ where's your thing? Oh, at Jared _ Van L. I forgot his username. I haven't watched this in so long, but I love this movie so much. Got to sing Welcome to the 60s in a theater thing as a kid, so it's forever a bop to me. Not to mention You Can't Stop the Beat. 5 out of 5. Okay. And do you have a copy of you singing that in your theater thing? And then at Kaylin Draws says, it's such a fun movie to watch. I love it. So nothing but kind words, nothing but praise for this film from everyone.
Only love, only love.
Only love. What are our thoughts? What would we give it out of 5 cans of Hairspray?
I would give it, honestly, 5. This movie's fucking great. Nothing about it is bad to me. Like, nothing about it is, like, wrong. It's
Girl, you froze for me.
perfect. 5 cans. 5
There we
cans and a
go.
whoopee cushion.
Okay. Ivy?
I concur. I also give 5 ultra clutch cans. How can you can a cancerous can a chemical whatever the fuck she said. Yeah. I agree with Juan. I think this movie is fucking perfect. I think the like sheer production value that it has, like the sets are crazy. The costuming in this movie is one of my favorite things ever. Like all of the costumes in this movie are so sick. And then just every
yeah, you're about to go steal an outfit from a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, I'm about to read New Line Cinema's warehouse for the checkerboard sequin dress. But yeah, just like every number looks like there was it looks like Kenny Ortega and Chucky Clay Power doing their goddamn boot camp, preparing those bitches. Like
they were there in spirit. Zac Efron said,
it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I did this once. Let me show you guys what Kenny taught me. What Kenny and Chucky taught me.
So Kenny and Chucky count off kind of funny. They go 5, 7, 6, 7, 3, 2, and that's when you dance on 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 5 stars as well. I think incredible, life-changing. I don't think I would change a thing about it. I think
never been done before. No. Shit on it, piss on it.
Great film. I would like to see like a live musical production performance of it, but
I wish they'd bring it back or something.
Yeah,
like bring it back on Broadway.
Yeah, we're on tour. Some of us can't go to some of us can't go to Broadway.
Well,
Juan just left it. Juan. Anyways, Ivy, do you have anything to plug? Thank you for coming on here.
Of course. Plug stream Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, because she definitely needs my promo right now.
Never heard of her, but it's so nice of you to promote a small artist.
Yeah, no. I know. Support small artists. You can find me anywhere. They call me Ivy. 2 Y's at the end. Y'all fucking know.
We know. Okay.
Been here
well,
once or twice.
I don't know what happened to Juan, but we'll just say goodbye. See you later. Thank you.
Bye!
Wow, you had enough of her?
No, my internet died and kicked me out.
No, you said, I'm tired of IT.
Oh my god.
Well, we already did her plug and she said goodbye. So now it's time for the outro.
Okay.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in and listening. Hope you all enjoyed Amanda Bynes' August. Yeah, I wish we could make it a Samanda Smines September, but we have something else in store. So we'll tell you what that is in a minute. But for now, reminder that you can support our friend Iris, and Juan's going to tell you about that.
Iris is our podcast artist. You can follow her on Instagram and Twitter at Creamsicle Panda. She did our artwork. She's amazing. She's lovely. Everyone support her. Yeah.
Lovely. And you can support us by following us. That's free at Planet Weird Pod everywhere. You can also buy our merch. We have links in the descriptions. And you can support us on Patreon. We do bonus content over on Patreon that you can check out. We also do the full video versions of these episodes. We put them up on YouTube for just the patrons, $5 and up. So if you want to see what the shenanigans look like on camera, go sign up. And we do give a shout out to our $5 and up tiers. So thank you to Grace, Lindsay Britt, Enrique Buenrostro, Jose Contreras Jr., Emily Palmer, and Ivy.
Ivy, you got the beat.
No, it's gonna be a G.
Got the
Ivy, go run and tell that.
beat. Ivy, go run and tell that.
Yes. You could have just done Ivy got the beat instead of Ivy, you got the beat, which is also not the name of the song.
No, it's not.
That's the Go-Go song. Okay, well, like we said, next month we have a new month, new theme. So next month we couldn't decide between talking about your friendly neighborhood superhero or everyone's favorite poke trainer and his friends and the legendary birds up in the sky. So we said we're going to morph those two together.
What?
Into a new month. I don't know why you're shocked because we've literally talked about this. In September, get ready for Spider-Man September. That's right. We're going to be talking about the first Spider-Man film, the Spider-Man 2001, the Sam Raimi film starring Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst. And then we're going to also talk about Pokemon 2000, the movie.
Or the earth will turn to ash.
Ash Ketchum. Yes, we're going to talk about that one with the legendary birds. Just because we wanted to do both those things.
And you might be wondering, why not Strike Back? Isn't that the first one? Well, shut up.
We wanted to. We have a lot to say about these two films. Like, we could have done Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, or we could have done Pokemon the first movie and Pokemon 2000. But we said we have a lot to say about these particular movies. Okay.
Yeah.
So we picked these two for a reason, everyone. So tune in for Spider-Man September. Also on Patreon next month, we will be talking about The Buzz on Maggie. A forgotten, but really good Disney Channel cartoon. So if you want to hear us talk about that, go sign up for Patreon. But otherwise, we'll see you in September for Spider-Man September.
Never forget to check in on this podcast.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.